God. So what did you guys think of my new intro? I know it sucked. Assuming of course I actually have an intro, because I'm saying this before I even made the damn thing, because I'm just not that used to Camtasia Studio yet, and I think I'm gonna need Windows Movie Maker again, which disgusts me so much I can't even talk properly. Anywho, this is my second Little Cup match against the only other guy I know who does Little Cup now that Shark Tamer is effectively dead from the community, and that is the guy who is sitting. And looking at his team, I was thinking, Psycho, why are you so serious? This is only my second match, you! And I'm using the exact same thing that I've used against Frosty, because honestly, I'm still new at this. Am I supposed to have like a new team now or some shit? Anywho, just gonna adjust this mic thing because I know it's just gonna bug out. And I'm gonna lead with my Scarf Squirtle because I don't want him to set off his Stealth Rocks, because I don't have a Rapid Spinner on this team, because why would I? I'm new at this, unless I'm gonna have a Choice Scarf Rapid Spinner, which isn't going to work out anytime soon in any tier. And I'm just gonna go for the Choice Scarf Water Spout, not even gonna try to hide the fact that I'm Scarfed this early in the game. But hey, at least he doesn't get his Stealth Rocks up and I get an easy early 6-5 lead. Now comes this Frillish, I think its name is Frillish, I don't honestly remember, but regardless, I'm gonna have to switch into my Pawniard because, you know, yeah, because I'm stupid and such. And he's gonna burn me, no, not really, and I am going to go for the Sucker Punch because he has full HP. I don't see why he would go for the Recover, and if he has Scout, I don't see why he would have Will-O-Wisps. Although, if he had Surf, I'm pretty sure that Surf would have one-shotted me, but why did I go for the Iron? Oh yeah, I was predicting a switch, and then he kind of does not switch, and I'm like, Psycho, why you no switch? So I'm kind of thinking he would not see the Sucker Punch coming, but he goes for the Recover anyway, and I'm like, Psycho, why you recover? I mean, seriously, why would we want to do that? So anyway, I just Sucker Punch and kill him, because he wasn't expecting me to go for the Sucker Punch twice in a row, because apparently the people he faced and the person that I am is entirely different. So out comes this another meanful thing, and you know something is OU when you're new to the tier, and then you see like the same two pokes in like your first two matches. So obvious counter is obvious, as I've said in the last video, and he is going to U-turn me because, you know, obvious predictions are obvious. And then he's gonna send out that Houndour, because you guys clearly cannot see and you need a narrator to tell you everything, including things like these. And I am going to have to go for the switch because honestly there's nothing I can do against a Houndour, even if I didn't have a retarded move like Icy Wind, which I do because Morgan said it's a good move. Therefore, yeah, I'm gonna send out my Sacrifice as a sacrifice because, you know, it's a pawn, and I am going to, well, you can already see what happens. So if you guys want to stick around for the, actually I'm not even gonna leave it in because it's worthless anyway, so yeah. So just when things were going my way for once, when I'm new, Nintendo Wi-Fi gives me the middle finger up my ass, and then I'm going to have to redo all my work. And because we were so far in the first match with so much hacks, we decided same moves wasn't really gonna work out, and thus we have to like replay everything. But I decided to be a man with integrity and honor. I decided to lead with the same thing that I led with in the last match, because it's a Choice Scarf Squirtle, and Choice Scarf Squirtles do well against things that are not Frillicious or Airbras, because I wasn't sure how fast Airbra was or if they are commonly Scarf. So I wasn't gonna risk getting my Choice Scarfer killed this early in the match, especially when he has a Gligar running around that would not appreciate my Squirtle whatsoever. So gonna have to send out my Sacrifice because, you know, the Psychic type Dark type is a good matchup. Therefore, yeah, told you I was returning to my basics. So he goes for the Energy Ball, which I find like, what? Why would you have Energy Ball on an Airbra? Like, I mean, Hidden Power Fighting would have been better, but again, I don't know anything about Little Cop, so I'm just talking out of my ass here. So I'm just gonna go for the Iron Head because I didn't think he was gonna stay in, but he stays in and allows me to cleanly kill him, except not really cleanly kill him because he's a cheese-eating bastard with Focus Sash. So I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch because I thought, you know, what did I think? But basically I didn't think he would have a lot of status moves, so he was either gonna switch or, like, you know, attack, and I would rather just get this Abra out of my face right now, so I went for the Sucker Punch. Didn't work out whatsoever, so I'm gonna have to go for the Sucker Punch again because I'm, like, on court, you know. So wait, I switch. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I put off narrating this one for quite a while because Camtasia was lagging with 2 video files, and I finally grew enough brains to, you know, narrate them separately as separate projects and then merge them together. So hopefully this thing won't lag too much. It isn't lagging at all right now, so I should probably stop talking about it and give you guys infotainment on the battles. So I'm gonna send my Chica-Leaf, which is gonna get hexed on the switch in with, like, the special defense drop. Then he's gonna Ice Beam me with the -1 special defense, and you know what? It's gonna freeze me, which is just amazing. So spread all across my screen and then frozen to preserve its freshness and, you know, longevity. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Whatever, I'm just gonna bluff longevity. I can't even bluff it. Anywho, I'm gonna send my Sacrifice because, you know, Loho Steel type and I can resist the Ice Beam, and of course if he served me on the switch in I'd be dead, but you know what, why would he serve? Most sane people would have just left that Chikorita in to die because, you know, it's frozen, but I just want a death fodder, and I'm gonna go for the Swords Dance on the switch in because I have too much balls for my own comprehension and I do not fear death or scalds. So surprisingly, a Greiger, which is supposed to be a wall in, like, Little Cup, outspeeds my sweeper, and I'm like, dude, what is going on here? And I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch like an idiot because I just want this Geiger out of my screen, and I don't care if my Sucker Punch fails, even though I really should. But you know what, he's gonna go for the Roost. Just gonna go for another Sucker Punch because I wasn't thinking he would go for another Roost because Iron Head was almost a 1-hit KO, and with some RNG shenanigans it might just 1-hit KO him with +2. So I was thinking he wouldn't risk it, therefore I just went for the Sucker Punch despite my Sucker Punch plummeting PP. But out comes this Abra again, and I really should have just went for the Iron Head because honestly I had like only one more hit left in me, and if he wants to kill me then well, so be it. I have my Choice Squirtle and everything to handle this thing. But wait, yeah, I got outplayed quite horribly here because I'm a bad narrator and a bad battler all at once. So why do people even watch my shit? And he's gonna taunt me while I'm anchored into Sucker Punch, and I'm like, okay, right. So my encore ends, but I'm still taunted, so I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do here because, you know, apparently it's okay for the narrator to be clueless, and well, their products will still be entertaining, at least I think. So I'm gonna send my Chica-Leaf, which is in Overgrow range, so I can totally go for that stat Giga Drain and totally obliterate this thing while getting masses and masses of health back, because we all know Abras have like the most abundant of HP stats and the most pitiful special defenses. However, that is not to be because I got hexed badly, decisively, conclusively, and unjustly hexed. So because of those damn Stealth Rocks, my Water Spout is going to lose a lot of power on the switch in, so I'm gonna have to rely on Surf sooner than later, and I'm just gonna go for Hidden Power, which I thought was Grass, because honestly, why would you have anything other than Hidden Power Grass on a Water type? But as soon as that not effective damage showed, I remember, oh snap, I have Hidden Power Fire because Morgon says Pharaoh Seeds counter Squirtle otherwise, so I'm kinda thinking, yeah, nice job X Squared, just wow. So as you can probably tell, that DC cost me more than any misplay I made in this match, but I'm gonna sacrifice my Sacrifice again because, you know, Lolo is a joke, get it? And I am gonna have to send out my Ponyta because, you know, Wild Charge and shit, and if that stupid Frillich was bulky enough to survive a wild charge, then it's basically gg.com.sg. However, as you can probably tell from the length of the video, that has yet to be least for quite a while, and I'm gonna go for the wild charge, or he can get parahex or something. Wait, does wild charge even paralyze? I don't even care, because I'm such a pro player and I never need to rely on hex ever. Although I wasn't sure if that wild charge was gonna kill, because oh wait, he was Oran Berry, so he wasn't Eviolite, so therefore that wild charge would by all means kill that damn thing. But of course this Mienfoo, which probably would outspeed me and has the fake out, so obvious counter is obvious. I'm gonna have to send out my Death Skull, because I really don't want to risk my Ponyta at this stage of the game. It is pretty much the only hope I have to win, especially now that the Frillich is dead, even though it was supposed to counter my Ponyta. But I should probably stop talking out of my ass right now, because I know nothing about Little Cop and shit. So out comes this Houndour, which I really can't do anything against, and I'm gonna have to send out my EV, hoping that I can get off another one of those Endure adaptability flail things. But he fucking one-shots me with like a Life Orb Dark Pulse, and I'm like, wow, a Houndour's really that powerful? So I'm gonna send out my badass again. Wait, it's still alive? I thought it was like dead a long time ago. Why did I think it was dead? Regardless, now that the Frillich is out of the way, I can just spam Surfs. Unless, of course, he sucker punches and crits me, which will totally not happen. Because, beginners never need luck ever. But I'm gonna have to send out my Ponyta again, and I know a sucker punch is imminent, because I'm pretty sure a Ponyta outspeeds a Houndour, because Rapid Dashes outspeed Houndooms. Yes, logic, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna have to go for the Hypnosis, which I'm not even sure if Ponytas can legitimately have. I'm pretty sure they can have it if you breed a male Rapidash that knows Hypnosis with a female Rapidash, but I don't know. I haven't been breeding moves onto Pokemon for ages because Pokesave, although I am legit breeding a whole team to commemorate my Platinum restarted file, and I just look forward to it. I'm not gonna go into too much details right now, because that's sidetracking, and that'll be pissing in my opponent's face if I talk about something else for battling him. At least that's what I feel, and I am going to have to switch, because obvious fake out is obvious, except he goes for the U-turn again, because he's a predicting cheating bastard, and then he's gonna switch into that what else do he have left other than a Sleeping Houndour? That! Now I remember. And now I'm kind of thinking Icy Wind might actually be of use here, because I can like super effective hit him into like the 50s range and then 2KO him. However, he has the Rock Polish, and I'm like, what? Who, what, where, when, why, how? Rock Polish on an Archon, which is like the equivalent of Archops with like base 1/1/1, a lot of speed. Why would anyone put like freaking Rock Polish on that thing? And here I thought I could win because he's in the 50s range, until he shows me he has the Oran Berry, because fuck item clause and everything. And this is the guy who on the stream shows that he has nothing on his team that is not holding leftovers or life orb. Therefore he can't play by flat rules, because he's a Humpy guy. Yeah, Humpy. The guy who is Humpy indeed. So all I have left is my Rapidash, or rather my Ponyta, which is, whoa, stop going to sleep mode. I should really like get used to narrating on my bed, but you know what, I'm gonna die on the life of blah. The Stealth Rock switch in, so that Gligar living to set up those Stealth Rocks, which I killed in the first match, bit me in the ass, and I demand justice, Psycho. Bad game and bad bye.